Hey guys, and welcome back to another revisit today. And we are going to do Halo 2 again, and another mod revisit, as a matter of fact. And this one will be how to drive the Shadow. The Shadow is a vehicle you only encounter on the mission uh, outskirts, and you never see it again for the rest of Halo 2, or even on any other Halo game. So this is the Shadow. You've definitely seen it being trimmed a lot of times, but I'm sure we've all tried to drive it way back. And as we know, it was impossible. But now, with this pretty old mod, it is possible. And it's actually pretty cool. And this is actually my first time doing it as well. So, I'm pretty much enjoying this. Now the Shadow, it does not sound like it, but it actually does have a boost that I'm using right now. But if I don't use the boost, it's actually such a slow vehicle. The boost is done with the left trigger, just like any other Covenant vehicle. You just don't hear any sound effects, or you don't see any visual effects. It just simply goes faster. Now I am playing as an elite here, but you don't actually have to. The reason is, this vehicle, it's actually locked anyways to any player. So even if I changed an elite, without unlocking the vehicle, you can't get in even as an elite. And what I mean by unlocking the vehicle is there's a certain flag in assembly that you can uncheck to let you drive it. It's set to like not let the player drive at all. It doesn't matter what biped you use, Master Chief or an elite, all the same. So once I uncheck that, I can pretty much get in as an elite. And I'm pretty sure you could also get in as Master Chief once that is unchecked. But only the elites have animations, I believe. So while other characters could drive it, it's pretty much cooler with the elite. Now what I'm trying to do here from this point is I am trying to flip the Shadow. I don't actually think it's possible to flip it. I've tried several times, and you can see I'm trying still here. But I don't think you can actually flip the Shadow. I mean, maybe you can, but if you can, it's really hard to flip it. Like, I've tried like all these ramps here, and I've got pretty close to flipping it a few times, but it just simply doesn't flip. I don't know if it's actually like impossible to flip it, or if it's just like that difficult. But you know, my curiosity with trying to flip it is, I wanted to see if it actually tells you to flip the Shadow for the message. I'm pretty sure it does like some kind of secret message, like the elephant in Halo 3, where if you flip the elephant, it says like hold X, hold RB to flip. Wait, what? How'd you do that? That was a pretty funny message for the elephant. And I don't think this Shadow has that, but I will say this: the Shadow is pretty much, as far as I can tell, just as hard as the elephant to flip. And we're gonna make another attempt here to flip it, and this is probably like one of my closer ones, but still nothing. It's such a stable vehicle. No matter what you do, it's so stable. It doesn't flip. Unlike the other vehicles in this game and other Halo games that flip like from the slightest bump. I mean, maybe to flip it, I have to like go into like a more open area because the ceiling is pretty low. But you know, I didn't get the chance to drive it out here. One cool thing about the Shadow is that at full speed, it's actually a pretty good ramming vehicle. As you saw, I just plowed through those two other Shadows and blew them both up. I do want to point out though that the armor of the Shadow is not very good. Even though it looks like a heavy transport vehicle, or like an armored transport vehicle, it's actually not like that armored. It gets destroyed pretty easily. So other than that, there's not really anything special about the Shadow. It's fun to drive for a transport, but that's about it. Now, one last interesting thing is, I can drive any shadow on this map, including this one right here. But what's special about this one is it literally won't move. This shadow is set so that no matter what, you cannot move it. It is literally meant to be like a blockade, and it certainly does excel at doing that. But any other shadow on this mission, you could drive without any trouble. So for this shadow, you can't move it. You have to get around it, but that's not a problem. Simple enough. And as with any other vehicle, you can finish the mission with the shadow as well. There's no special ending, or just it won't carry over to the next mission either. So that's basically it for the shadow. I hope you guys found that interesting, and if you do try it out, do enjoy. And if you like this video, drop a like, of course, and leave your thoughts in the comments. And I will